Hey mates, I'm Alex.
And I'm Gaston.
Welcome to Power Mates.
This is a place to learn and share about Fabric and Power Platform. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel with your friends and colleagues.
So, welcome again, friends, Power Mate. Today, we are diving into a new preview feature in the Fabric that is OneLake integration for semantic models. So, Gaston, can you please, explain why this is important for our Fabric users?
Yes, of course. Actually, this is a video recording that I'm gonna be kind of sharing some of the insight that came from a client that we were discussing before around this topic. And this is a preview feature that allow you to kind of having a integration between OneLake and semantic models. So if you're importing data into model tables and you can automatically write those tables from your semantic model as delta tables in OneLake. So remember, first of all, that delta format is kind of a unified table format across all the compute engines in Microsoft Fabric. So with this OneLake integration, you can export the data with all the key performance features enabled to provide a kind of seamless data access and higher performance.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. So, quick question around this is there any like prerequisite for this new feature?
Yeah, remember, and great question, Alex. Kind of we have some kind of requirements. First of all, you need to, and we capture that in some of our latest videos, but you need to think that this is a feature for Power BI Premium P
Mm,
SKUs
gotcha.
or Fabric SKUs. This is something that is not support for Power BI Pro or Premium per user or Power BI Embed capacities. So that is one thing. And then you also need one or more semantic models in a workspace
Mhm.
backed up on a Power BI Premium or Fabric capacity. So that is something that you need. And of course, you need at least a contributor role to access those models.
Yeah, makes sense. Pretty clear. And more about that is any step to enable the feature from an admin perspective.
Uh, yes, that is a requirement of one additional configuration. So let's go over to my machine and let's explain what you need to do in the admin portal. So first of all, remember that to access the admin portal, you need to go to the top right of your screen after you access your tenant, go to settings, and then open here your admin portal. So I'm going to be opening the admin portal first. Then I'm not lazy, I'm efficient, as Patrick said from GynaCube. Going to filter back there. So I'm going to put OneLake
When it
integration.
starts scrolling down.
Exactly. So you can see a couple of things in the integration settings over here. You have a couple of settings that you need to enable on your tenant. So you need to enable the semantic models that can be exported to OneLake. In my case, is already enabled, and then user can store semantic models tables in OneLake. And as you can see, that is an option that I already have enabled. So that is first in terms of prerequisites.
Okay, and more on the configuration side of things, there's anything that you need to do at the workspace level or even at the semantic model level?
Yeah, let's head over to my PC again, and I can do a deep dive on
Okay, yeah.
that topic. So first of all, I have my workspace up and running here with some of the artifacts that I already deploy in this workspace, and I have to do a couple of things. First of all, I need to go to my workspace settings here in the top right. I'm gonna open this one and I need to configure a couple of things. First of all, here, as you can see in the premium capacity, I am leveraging this workspace backed up by my Power BI premium capacity. That was one of the prerequisites. But then Another prerequisite here is to leverage this semantic model storage format. And you need to enable this workspace to have this option of large semantic model storage format. That is first. Then the second step on this process is going to one of your semantic models. In my case, I'm going to leverage this wide word importers. You have report, and I have my semantic model. So in my semantic model, as we can see here, I'm going to do this. First of all, I'm going to click on the more options, go into settings over here. And in the settings, I have a couple of things to do. First of all, I need to have this option to leverage these semantic models as large semantic model storage format. I need to enable this to have that option. And then the second option that I need to enable is this one at the semantic model level, that is the OneLake integration. So a couple of things that I need to recall. Kind of going back, workspace settings first, then this is a semantic model setting. So those are two options that you need to leverage. After that, and we are going to be showing this in the comments on the following video, that is whole documentation around this process on the prerequisites, the permissions, the admin portal, everything that they're gonna cover here. But the next step for all of us is to connect to your backend at the workspace level. What that exactly means, if you go to the workspace settings, you can see here in the premium capacity that you're going to have this workspace connection. This is the backend of your workspace setting. This is the XMLA endpoint that can access all your semantic models in that workspace. So then, good friend for you, Alex, this is SQL Management Studio again. Yeah. So as you can see, I hit the connect option here, and instead of connecting to a database engine, I'm connecting to an analysis services engine. That is the backend of my Power BI premium capacity. So with that in mind, I have access, and this is the URL that I shared before to connect to the model. I'm connecting to the backend of that workspace, that is at workspace level. And after I connect to that one, I'm going to see all the models that I have at that workspace level. And you can check that all my semantic models are the semantic models that we just saw in my other screen from the Power BI tenant. So with that in mind, what you need to do to dump all your data from your semantic models into OneLake, you're going to be running this XMLA command over here. How I access this command, I can click on any of the semantic models, right click, new query, XMLA. So that is the option to run XMLA commands against your data set or your semantic model. Nice. Once you open that screen, you're going to be copy and pasting this code, and the only thing that you need to put in place here is your database. This is the name of your semantic model. That is the name of your data set that you want to dump into the OneLake integration. After you run this command, and you can execute from the top of your screen here, after you execute this command is going to be running the process against your data set. In this case, I just run on this one, that is AdventureWorks data. I ran before in this one, White World importers. But after running this command, what you're going to be looking at is in OneLake, you're going to be having now all your tables from your data set or semantic model in OneLake. Instead of explaining the whole thing, remember that you have access to OneLake in your Windows Explorer. So you can access here my OneLake Those are all my workspace at the tenant level because I've been leveraging this workspace for this demo. I can open that workspace. I can see all my semantic models. But now what you can do is click on AdventureWorks data, click on tables, and you can see that all the tables are coming from the semantic model in Power BI into OneLake. And you can see that if I open any of these tables, I'm going to see all my data, and the data is going to be in Parquet format, as we can see here. So after you're dumping the data into OneLake, you can do whatever you can imagine to do. That is, for example, go into your tenant, and now instead of using this Gaston Premium workspace, I'm going to leverage in another workspace, like, for example, this one, test OneLake data integration. I open another workspace. I already have a lake house on this workspace. It's totally empty, but I can do is click on here, create a new shortcut, and this shortcut is going to be connecting to OneLake, and I can integrate this new shortcut with any of my semantic models that I dump into OneLake. So I can go and click AdventureWorks data, hit on next, go to tables, and start clicking in any of these tables and dump that shortcut in the new lakehouse. So that is one of the options that we have as a use case or scenarios where we can point and reference one of the semantic models that we dump into OneLake. And I can see right now all the integration, and I can see all the tables coming here, and I can keep combining this data with another data sources or another kind of lakehouse. So remember that this is just an option out of many of use cases that you can land into the OneLake stream. That is pretty much a process and how to leverage this framework.
That's awesome, Gaston. Really, really interesting. And I'm start thinking about a bunch of different use cases you can have with that. So, okay, Power Mates, that's all for today's videos. Leave some comment and like the video.
Stay tuned for more in-depth insights and exciting news. We're here in our channel.
As usual, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and join us on this journey.
Together, let's unlock the full potential of Power Platform and Microsoft Fabric.
Yeah.